Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh here on the mic, your play-by-play broadcaster for all 9 innings between the Sweets and the Pippins. Game number 7 of 9 in the Battle of the Basin. The Pippins need just one game to take the belt for the very first time in franchise history. On the other side, the Sweets would need a sweep against the Pippins here at Borleske. Lucky for Walla Walla, at home, they played some pretty dang good baseballs, won all 5 home series, lost just a combined 3 ball games. This is the Walla Walla Sweets pregame presented by Washington's Lottery. Before we get to the first pitch, which is scheduled for 7:05 p.m. on the 4th of July, there's fireworks after the game. We'll have that on the live stream as well. But before we get to all of the fun festivities that comes with Independence Day, I talked to manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Wadlo, on another edition of Countdown with Colby, on what his favorite holiday is and how high 4th of July ranks. On another edition of Countdown with Colby. Drew Albaugh here with Zayn Bidwell for our Players Roundup. We just had 3 games in Bend. Drew Albaugh here with Colby Wadlo, manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, for another edition of
Countdown with
Colby. Okay, so the Sweets do get swept against the Bend Elks. Lightning, thunder, kind of crazy scenario at the end. 7 runs, though, the average run total scored by the Sweets offense. What was working well offensively?
Yeah, I think we were stringing hits together a little bit there pretty consistently. Well, I guess I should say pretty consistently enough to score 7 runs. I think some big innings in there, right, contributing to the overall run total and what we did, which is great to see. And so hopefully we can keep doing that, putting up big innings and find a way to scratch a few more across in other innings. But no, hit for power, hit for average, ran the bases hard. It was some good team at bats when we needed it. And so offensively, yeah, great to see.
Nikhil Beasley. My goodness, he had a pop. I didn't know he had that type of pop, did you?
I knew it was in the tank. I knew, we hadn't seen it explode in that way. So that was great to see. He actually said that was the first pull side home run he's ever hit.
Wow.
So he said he's only ever hit backside home runs.
Jeez.
So that first one was a message. It was a pretty good one.
Speaking of backside home runs, Tanner Kern goes opposite field.
Yep.
2 of his 3 home runs has been to the opposite field. That plays well here at Borleske Ballpark. Have you talked to him all about that? It's his approach kind of going out towards left center?
No, I think it's just when he's in a good spot with his approach and with his swing and in rhythm, I think that's he has the ability to drive the ball the other way, For the most part, he's, we want him pulling the baseball. Borleske, obviously, as a left-handed hitter, it's not the, especially with the wind blowing across, it's not always ideal if the ball's high launch. But, I think if he's in a good spot rhythm-wise, he can put the ball the other way in the air. And with the wind blowing out that way, shorter distance to left field, I think it matches up well for him.
Talking about Tanner, he's consistently moving up in the lineup again. Starting to see some of that beginning of the season. Tanner Kern, kind of just baseball ebbs and flows, or is anything specifically changed that you've seen?
I think ebbs and flows a little bit, right? Started really hot and set himself out at pace that was going to be hard to keep up for 57 games or whatever it is. And so, I think we're starting to see him kind of settle back in, especially when you start hot and then slow down a little bit. It's easy to start pressing and trying to do a little bit too much. And so maybe a little bit of that in there, but I think he's doing a good job getting recentered, getting back to the basics, and he's starting to hit the ball hard, which is good to see.
Battle of the Basin Part 3. The Sweets keep their chances alive with a win against Yakima a couple weeks ago. Got to sweep the Pippins. How do you do it?
I think we come out and, we talked about trying to play for the momentum early. I think if we can do that against this team, I think, good sense of urgency, good intensity, good effort. It's going to be a challenge coming off of a 3-game sweep from Bend, right, and a long travel night last night. But I think if we can come out, play our brand of baseball, not try to do anything too crazy, force them to beat us versus kind of beating ourselves a little bit in some instances, I think we'll be in a good spot.
7 straight losses from the other side. Obviously, you get swept in Bend, but that's nothing compared to what the other team's feeling right now. How do you maybe continue to take advantage of a team that's not playing their best baseball as of right now?
Yeah, I think both teams coming in and scuffling a little bit. Obviously, you said a little longer streak for Yakima. I truly think that this weekend is about us, and it's about do we go out and take our own business. Sure. You don't really want to discount anyone on the other side of the field. You don't want to, they've beat us 4 times already this year. don't want to discount them. It's a West Coast League. Every team has talented players. And so the way I look at it this weekend and really this whole season in the second half is about us and what we can control, how we go about playing and going about our business. I think if we take care of business for ourselves, then I think the results are going to follow.
Trey didn't have a great start against Yakima, actually, his last time up. When you face a team for the second straight time, do you think that is the benefit to the pitcher, the hitters? What do you think?
I think probably a benefit, I would say, to our side in that he didn't have his best stuff when they saw him. So maybe, if you have to face him again, maybe not the most accurate scouting report. And, they haven't actually seen the top of what he is capable of doing on the mound. And so I think, maybe I guess you could say an advantage for him coming into this one. And hopefully he can rebound and get right back to it.
Zayn Bidwell behind the plate. You've been kind of rotating those three guys. You don't see him play at all against Ben. You put him in the starting lineup today. Any ideology behind that?
Yeah, just getting guys, making sure legs are fresh, right? We asked Nikhil to play twice in the last weekend on back-to-back nights, so give him a little bit of a break. Everyone's available up off the bench, ready to go, but Zayn's doing an excellent job, right? We're going back there. We're not expecting anything different compared to any of the other guys. They all give us a great chance. They're all growing. They're all trying to get better every single day, and so it'll be great to see him back there.
So not a lot of sunshine here on this 4th of July day. We were talking before, I don't know what's up with this weather. Is this your favorite holiday? Because this is up there for me.
I do love the 4th of July. That's probably a top 3, I would say. I love
Christmas, right?
Christmas
there.
is I'm a Christmas guy. That's always a good one. Christmas and Easter. So I'd put those 3 in kind of my top.
So Thanksgiving gets the snub.
Thanksgiving is probably close 4th.
Right, and Halloween when you're a kid. I mean, that's pretty fun.
Halloween's fun. I've never been. I like Halloween. I've never been like a huge Halloween guy, and so I would put Halloween a little lower on the
right. Have you ever played on the 4th of July?
I'm sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure I have. Like club ball tournaments growing up, and a lot of 4th of July tournaments and summer ball with the high school level, and then we played. My year with the Sweets in 2017, we were in Bellingham for the 4th of July. So we were on the road 4th of July in Bellingham. So that was a cool place to play. Big crowd and good turnout. So.
I was talking to Nate yesterday about the 4th of July. I was like, what's your ideal 4th of July? He was giving this whole picture of him on the beach with his buddies. And I was like, you're going to be playing baseball tomorrow. He's like, yeah, that's a pretty good second as well. You think some of these guys are kind of in a different headspace, or are they all excited to play on the 4th of July?
No, I think they're all excited to be here. We were talking off air, right? There's just the energy and the excitement of being at the ballpark and, a little cooler temperatures. And I think the guys are really enjoying being out here, being back at home late night last night. But I think the guys are excited to be out here. I was pleasantly surprised to see the effort and the energy guys brought and the excitement to be out here. I know they're excited for the fans to show up and to be here. It's going to be a great atmosphere, Battle of the Basin. So, yeah, it should be a good weekend of baseball.
After getting swept, how huge is it that your team is still, upbeat and jovial?
Yeah, I think it's that says a lot about the group of guys we have. It says a lot about the guys and how much care they have for one another. And, it's, coming off maybe the midweek that we didn't want to have, but guys are still ready to show up with spend time with each other, show up and pour what they have out there for each other to try to go win a baseball game.
What's your favorite 4th of July memory? That's our question of the day. Got anything that sticks out?
4th of July memory.
I would always go to my grandparents' house back. We would walk down to the water, go around, see the fireworks on the boat sometimes. Yeah. Roast s'mores.
There you go. That's tough to beat. That's tough to beat right there. I don't know if I have a single favorite memory.
I'd
have to sit. Not really.
Not really.
I think traveling for baseball a lot of times, it was hard to form traditions growing up because we were always on the road or maybe camping somewhere for the 4th of July playing baseball. That would always be fun. So used to do that a lot when we were younger. We'd camp when we go to tournaments. So.
Oh, jeez.
That
was gonna blast our heads off.
Yeah, right. Fireworks, there we go. But yeah, I'd say that was probably just my, going camping and.
Were you the type of family to light off your own fireworks or kind of just mooch off other people? We were a little bit of both.
Okay, we were more of the smaller stuff when I was younger. Nothing ever crazy. So not a whole lot of at-home fireworks and go to a few shows here and there, big ones, but. Yeah.
Hey, and there's a big show tonight, right? I mean,
that
Sweets take on the Pippins game 7 of the Battle of the Basin. 4th of July fireworks. Didn't get a show last night. Should be a show tonight. Offensively, hopefully, in the sky, it'll be all of the above. Thanks so much, Colby.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. Go Sweets.
That was Sweets manager Colby Wadlo on Countdown with Colby yet again. You can listen to that or watch it on our YouTube channel before or after the game if you didn't get to see the entire thing. So make sure to check that out, as well as every other game. We talked about fishing with him and Ben and how he caught some fly fishing. It was a pretty good conversation. Speaking of fly fishing, Zayn Bidwell, the starting catcher today for the Walla Walla Sweets, he did some fishing of his own, and newsflash, caught 22 fish in the river a couple days ago. He talked to me about his experience in Bend and what he looks for in the 4th of July.
Albaugh here with Zayn Bidwell for our Players Roundup. We just had 3 games in Bend. I heard you're kind of a big fisherman. Coach Colby Wadlo was in on the river at all. Did you get out there?
Yeah, I did. I was out with one of the kids from Bend.
Nice.
I used to play with him in high school, or against him in high school, and I happened to run into him, and he's like, hey, let's go fly fishing. So we went out and caught quite a few, had some fun. It was electric.
Nice, because Colby didn't catch any his first day, and then he got a couple the second day. Was it the same experience for you at all?
Not so much. The first day we actually did really well.
Nice.
We caught 22 together.
22 fish? Did
yeah,
you keep them?
Together. No, we did not. We just caught and release. And then the next day we caught 5 together, which was like, it was nothing compared to the first day, but it's still fun to get out and do something different. And I fly fish a lot back home, and so it's nice to do something different.
What's with the ebbs and flows of that? There's kind of...
I fly fish a lot back home, and so it's nice to do something different.
What's with the ebbs and flows of that? There's kind of just, it's kind of like baseball in a sense. Some days it's hitting, some days it's not.
Yeah, I would say just finding the right fly that day. I mean, different hatches, different days, different stuff. You got to mix in and try everything you can, really.
We've seen you at first base. We've seen you at catcher for the Sweets. We've seen you kind of all over the place. Do you prefer anywhere in particular?
I mean, I started catching a lot last year. And a little bit in high school, about junior, senior year, started catching consistently. Never really played first until about 4 months ago.
You look pretty comfortable at it.
Yeah, not bad. Didn't really start playing first not too long ago, and then I've kind of grown into it. I like it. Nice. It's a lot easier on the body than catching, obviously.
Oh, my God.
But
we almost got killed by a baseball.
There. Yeah.
But, yeah, so you like it. Do you like kind of like the adjustments defensively from the catcher position, working with the pitchers and everything like that?
Yeah, see, it's a lot better when I'm able to call my own game here, and, they let us kind of do our own thing, which is super nice. You get to kind of get in a groove, read swings, and make good connections with the pitchers and see what they like.
Is there any rhyme or reason to, calling fastball, slide, etc.? When I'm just watching, I feel like I would just be guessing the signs and everything like that.
I don't know. There's definitely a rhythm to it, what feels better, what's been going good, how his fastball works, different sliders. I mean, it's all different. You got cutters, sliders, you got a lot of different pitches. Guys feel comfortable throwing different pitches. You just got to know what they like to throw and what counts and what count they're comfortable throwing it in. And executing the pitch at the end of the day. When they execute every pitch, it's hard to miss, really.
When you're behind the plate and guys are struggling like they did in Bend, not being able to find a spot, and you're going out there and having those meetings, what are being said in those types of meetings?
Me, it's not so much like, hey, you're missing this, you're missing your fastball up. It's like, hey, lock in, just get back in your groove, figure it out.
You know,
you're believe in your stuff. Yeah, you believe in your stuff mainly. They're all good players. We have a bunch of great group of guys. And the pitchers, just believe in their stuff. Mm-hmm. Basically what I tell them, hey, they can't beat you.
Right.
There's no chance. Just let it fly.
How's the swing feeling?
It's good. I mean, started off hot. Got a little slower. And then, I feel good. We switched some stuff up with my swing, trying to get me to pull the ball, in the air a little more. Because I was just kind of backside, hitting balls on the backside and then rolling over on the left side. Just a little tweaks, just trying to figure some stuff out. It's hitting, so.
Is it tough to make those mid-season adjustments? Or I guess it's summer ball, so it's kind of all part of the process. But how difficult is it, for doing stuff like that?
I mean, hitting's difficult.
Right.
Baseball's a difficult game.
Up, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to really make a lot of those big adjustments. I mean, we're athletes. We attend to make adjustments. Hitting, there's always stuff to learn.
Sure.
So it's fun to get with Leo and Coach Colby and figure some of that stuff out, and Maris and all them, they're all doing a great job working with us. So
you committed to Lewis Clark State College, I believe, right?
Yeah.
You excited about that?
Yeah, I'm very excited going back
Good program.
to Idaho. Exactly. I'm excited going back to Idaho and closer to my family, and then better not yet, good program.
Nice.
Playing for Jeremiah Robbins, who I played for at Umpqua, which was awesome.
Okay.
So I'm excited to go back to play with the head coach that I got recruited by at Umpqua.
Is that one of the main reasons you kind of transitioned over there?
I would say so. It's kind of always been a like a target school since I was younger, like a logistical target school that I think I could go compete for a spot and get a chance. I wanted to play for Jeremiah at LC before, because he was at LC before Umpqua, and then he went to Umpqua, so I followed him, and then now I'm going back with him.
All right, so you got the pretty sick hat on. You know, we got the big 4th of July celebration. Yeah. You're a big 4th of July guy? Well, where's it rank on, like, the power rankings of holidays?
I feel like it's definitely up there.
It's up there,
It's definitely top 2, I think, yeah.
With Christmas?
With Christmas, yeah. I think it's top 2 for sure.
So second.
It might be first.
Nice.
It's pushing there, yeah.
I think the older you get, the better the 4th gets.
I agree.
And,
I agree. My family's always traditionally been like a big 4th of July. We always have pool parties and big fireworks shows with family, friends, and all that. So we've always got pretty big into that stuff.
You missing that at all today?
No. I mean,
ready to play
a
some
little
ball?
bit. Yeah, I'm excited to play. Definitely miss my family.
Right.
But, I mean, been away for a minute. But that's how it is.
Yeah.
Grinding baseball.
Is
so
Christmas and 4th of July like on a league of their own? And Thanksgiving and everything's going on?
I would say so. That's how I rank it at least.
Yeah. What's your ideal 4th of July? If you told me right now I could do this, this, and this, maybe play a ball game in the middle of the day, and then you go do a pool party of some sort.
I would say, going to the lake, go surfing.
Nice.
Go
surfing.
Yeah.
On a lake? How does that work?
We have our
like
friends have a surf boat.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
On a boat and then go back home. Fireworks.
Nice.
Have some fun and
have a good day.
Pool party. Have a good day. Yeah.
You excited for the fireworks show tonight?
I'm excited. Yeah. They did a really good job on opening day, and I'm gonna be impressed what to see tonight, because
should be good fireworks. Maybe some fireworks off of this guy's bat today. Who knows? Sweet's got 3 games against the Pippins. Once again, it's Zayn Bidwell on our Players Roundup. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here's your 3 pitchers fighting out 10 autos, Yakima Valley Pippins. Using the 3 waffle cone and unlimited toppings with the purchase of 2 ice cream from Pine Cone Creamery. 6 tracks along the third base line with our Pine Cone takeout. Also fans, tonight's first double play, Sweet Turn, is sponsored by Washington Lottery. When your Sweet Turn that double play, our stadium crew to come around the stadium with some green flags. All thanks to Washington Lottery.
Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh here on the mic, your play-by-play broadcaster for all 9 innings between the Pippins and the Sweets. Walla Walla has not fared all too well against Yakima Valley. It's won just 2 out of 6 games in the Battle of the Basin. But in this last 3-game set between the two sides, the belt is still up for grabs. The Sweets need to win all 3 games and sweep the Yakima Valley Pippins to grab the belt, and subsequently would move to 6-0 in home series in the 2025 season. The Pippins, on the other hand, can clinch the Battle of the Basin belt with 1 win tonight here on the 4th of July, Independence Day, a cloudy day, high 60 degrees temperatures. Walla Walla has showed out. About 80% capacity here in Borleske. No wind out in center field. You can see the American flag all the way down as Trey Moore steps on the mound and comes in his motion. The first pitch to Dylan Anderson is flied back into the screen, 0-1, and first pitch is 7:04 p.m. Moore sporting a 6.48 ERA in 16 2/3 innings pitched with Walla Walla, as the 0-1, a fastball, misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 21 strikeouts to 15 walks. Morse's 1-1 on the way, a swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes to Anderson, hitting .273 on the year. Went 9 for 21 in the prior 2 series against the Sweets. In the windup, and the 1-2 is flied left side, well foul. And we'll do it again on 1 ball and 2 strikes. Morse works with a 4-seam fastball that touches the low 90s as the 1-2 is fouled back yet again. He also throws a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. He credits his fastball to be his primary pitch, and we've seen it in 3 of the first 5 pitches. The 1-2. He goes a high heater, a swing right through it as Dylan Anderson goes down on strikes, and there's out number 1, and up steps Gage Reeser. So there's 1 gone. Gage Reeser steps in, hitting just .235 on the year. The right-handed bat. Morse's righty deal. Off-speed misses downstairs. 1-0. Here on the 4th of July. Everyone's in a good mood, ready for a Sweets victory as the next offering is laced left side. T goes airborne and snags it out of a different stratosphere for out number 2. The third baseman, Trevor T, has to jump on his way to his glove side. Just gets it done, and there's 2 gone. And up steps Finley Spicer. Wow, he made that look easy. The deal to Spicer is a high fly ball out towards left field, running under it Scaldaferri, and he makes the play at the chalk for out number 3. It's an easy 1, 2, 3. Top of the first frame on no hits, no runs. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Sweets tied up with the Pippins, looking to strike first on the Walla Walla Sweets radio and digital network.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Welcome back into the Walla Walla Sweets digital network. Drew Albaugh here on the mic. Ian Fisher breathes deep. And the first pitch on the way to Trevor T. A fastball that scrapes the outer edge. 0-1 here in the bottom of the first frame. No score between the Sweets and the Pippins. Fisher in the windup and the next deal. An off-speed pitch just misses the top rail. 80 mile per hour. What seemed to be a changeup. And count moves even. 1 ball and 1 strike to Trevor T. The next offering from the left-hander's deal misses upstairs. 2-1. Ian Fisher, a 3.38 ERA in 13 1/3 innings pitched with the Pippins. 10 strikeouts to 7 walks. The 2-1 to T. Check swing and off the end of the bat. 2-2. Trevor T hitting .289 on the year. The righty bat out of Colorado Mesa University. Faces the next offering, misses away. Count moves full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. T, Guile, Kadis, and Kern, your first 4 batters for the Sweets. Followed by Landon Young, Troy Sanders, Billy Scaldaferri, Bidwell in the 8 hole, and Rogers cleaning up the lineup in the 9 spot. The payoff pitch. Fastball misses well inside. And it's a leadoff walk as Trevor T takes 90 feet. Up steps Guile. Defensively, for the Pippins. Spicer in left field, Jansen in center. Anderson over in right field. Kyle Bittner at the hot corner at third base. Lincoln Naylor at short. Reeser at second base. And Angulo over at first. And behind the plate, Hansen. Fisher comes set. The lefty's deal is crushed out towards right field. This gets down a foul ball just a couple feet to the right of the chalk. That one was hanging foul. It looked like it could have potentially roped back into fair territory. It did not. And it's 0-1 here to Gunnar Guile.
For Kent, you guys, for caramel apples. I'm going.
So the lefty bat of Guile steps back in, facing the lefty Fisher. Gunnar Guile hitting .286 on the season. His first appearance against the Pippins, the 0-1. Off-speed misses down in the dirt. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. A slight breeze out towards left field. What started as no breeze as the American flag was all the way down out in center. Now you can see all 50 stars and 13 stripes. I guess that's only fitting for Independence Day here on the 4th of July. Fans continue to stream on in down the right field line. One of the best crowds we've had here at Borleske all season. Nobody out. T takes the lead at first base. The 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. Off speed runs off the plate. Guile chases. Got to shorten up his swing, down 1-2. An overcast day, seemingly out of ball, misses outside. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fisher leans in. He's at the belt. T takes a baby lead at first base. Gets the sign from Hansen, lifts his leg, and the pitch on the way. Fastball misses downstairs. So the count runs full. Fisher had T with a 3-2 count as well. He let him off the hook with a fastball off the plate. Flied back into the screen on a foul ball. So we'll do it again, 3-2. The Sweets in their all-white jerseys with their W2 4th of July special ball caps. On the other side, the Pippins in their all-grays. It's the 3-2 pitch. Off-speed misses upstairs, ball 4. So it's back-to-back long ABs and, more importantly, back-to-back free passes. And there's 2 on for Dom Kadis. Still nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first, no score between the Sweets and the Pippins. Game 7 in the Battle of the Basin. Sweets need to sweep the Pippins to grab the belt out of the fingertips of the Pippins. Seemingly clinched it, need just one more win. The first pitch to Kadis. Fastball misses high and gets past Hansen behind the plate. Rolling over to second base, Gunnar Guile moving to third tee. And there's 2 on in scoring position, and the double play ball is now off the table. Kadis is hitting .417 on the season. That leads not only the Sweets, it leads the entire West Coast League, South and North combined. In fact, there's not one other batter that's even hitting in the 400s. High 390s, Kyle McDaniel for the Portland Pickles in second. Against the Pippins, Kadis 9 for 25 on the year. The 1-0 from Fisher. Off speed, misses down low. 2 balls and no strikes. That curveball, 7 inches of induced vertical break, just broke a little bit too much downstairs. Guile at second, T at third. Nobody out. The 2-0. Fastball runs low, 3 balls and no strikes. And Fisher in dangerous territory of walking the bases loaded for Tanner Kern. Hansen gives the sign to Fisher as he comes set at the chest. The 3-0. Fastball scrapes the inside black. Kadis threw his bat over to the Sweets dugout. He's going to have to recollect it on 3-1. You see that a lot of times where batters don't wait for the umpire's call. They kind of just start to throw their equipment, assume that their eye is always correct. That was ruled a strike according to TrackMan. Nobody out. Hitters count here to Kadis. The 3-1. A fastball, a swing, and a pop-up. This is going to stay in the infield. Moving under it, Bittner in foul territory. He ranges and makes the play for out number 1. And Dom Kadis, after thinking he was going to grab first base for free, slowly saunters back to the dugout, and in steps Tanner Kern. Kern hit in .325 on the season. In yesterday's ball game, went opposite field for a home run out towards left center. The lefty bat facing the lefty pitcher in Ian Fisher. With 1 gone, the pitch on the way. Curveball misses downstairs. Hansen keeps it in front of him, 1-0. Now Tanner Kern, prior to yesterday's ball game, had just 1 hit off a lefty arm the whole season. But in yesterday's game against starting pitcher Chris Wrench, he goes 2 for 2 with a home run, his 3rd of the year, and a single. 1 out, the 1-0. Off speed, clips the top of the zone. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. In fact, Tanner Kern, 2 of his 3 home runs have gone out to left center field. Some opposite field pop for sure. Guile at second, T at third. 1 out, no score, bottom first. The 1-1, a fastball runs well outside and in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ian Fisher's already induced the 1 easy pop-up from Dom Kadis with 2 on in scoring position. Trying to keep the line moving. The 2-1. Check swing, did he go? It doesn't matter. Off speed just scrapes the outside black. And the count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here on the 4th of July, fans continue to stream on in down the right field line. On a somewhat chilly day here in Walla Walla. With 1 gone, the 2-2 pitch to Kern, a swing and a miss. He pulled the chair with a 76-mile-per-hour changeup down in the zone. Kern swings right over it, and there's 2 gone. Up steps Landon Young, the righty bat out of the University of Washington. 5 for 19 against the Pippins this season, hitting .284 on the year. The first pitch from Fisher, a swing and a miss. He went out of his shoes, goes back to the off-speed pitch. Just a little bit too out in front of it, and it's 0-1 here to Young. From the stretch, the pitch on the way. Runs inside and it hits him. 69 miles per hour. Runs in at the left thigh of Young. So he takes a free 90 feet. And the bases are loaded here for Troy Sanders. T and Guile have been waiting on second and third base for 3 batters now. There was nobody out. Now there's 2 gone, and the bases are juiced. Troy Sanders out of Grand Canyon University, hitting .277 on the season. He flails his bat behind his right shoulder and gets ready for the first deal. The pitch. Does not jump on a heater down the middle. 0-1. Sanders 3 for 9 against the Pippins this season in just a couple of games. The 0-1. Fastball runs away. So the count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sweets trying to win their first ball game in 4 games after getting swept by the Bandelics and losing the tail end of a 3-game set against the Portland Pickles. The 1-1. Fastball misses up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Still no score here in the bottom of the first inning. On the 4th of July in game number 7 in the Battle of the Basin between the Pippins and the Sweets. 2 outs. In the motion and the pitch on the way. Check swing. He did not go around. A fastball misses well upstairs, and a hitter's count here to Sanders with nowhere to put him. 3 balls and 1 strike. A walk scores a run. Billy Scaldaferri, the other GCU kid, on deck. 2 outs. Fisher from the belt. He shrugs his shoulders and deals a swing and a miss for strike 2. Fisher goes 84 top rail. Blows it right by him. Biggest spot in the game thus far, albeit we're only in the bottom of the first inning. The bases are loaded, 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Sanders. Caught him looking, strike 3. Off-speed pitch just clips the basement of the zone. And the Swedes can't get anything done with 2 on in scoring position and nobody out. Walla Walla leaves 3 on. No hits, no errors, and most importantly, no runs. We move to the top of the second inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. We roll on to the top of the second inning. Still no score. The Swedes leave 2 on in scoring position with nobody out. Can't get the job done as Morse is in the motion and the pitch on the way. 87 mile per hour fastball misses upstairs. 1-0 here to Julian Angulo. The right-handed hitter, first baseman. The 1-0. Off-speed misses away. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Angulo struck out 11 times this year to just 1 walk. The 2-0 is flied right side. This is playable. Moving under it, Dom Kadis, and it actually does get out of play. Was slicing to the right. Hits the concourse. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitting .250 on the season. His first appearance against the Sweets this year. The pitch. Fastball runs inside, 3-1. So Angulo's walked just 1 time this whole year. Does he make it number 2? The 3-1 is instead score shot towards center field. Rogers runs up with it, makes the play at his chest, and there's 1 gone. Up steps Kyler Bittner, the righty bat. Hitting .246 on the season. The last time the Swedes played Bittner a couple weeks ago, he was batting just south of 300 at .295. He's had a rough last 10 days. That's the first pitch on the way to Bittner is flied high in the sky. Right side of the infield, moving under it, Dom Kadis, the first baseman. He calls everyone off on the cut of the grass, and there's out 2. So 5 up, 5 down here to start the game from Trey Morse, and Cole Hansen steps in. The right-handed bat. The Pippins, in their 7-game losing streak, has been outscored 70 runs to 12. Just has not been close, not competitive either. The pitch. Fastball up high, 1-0. Now, the crazy statistic is the Pippins are 7-20 on the season. 7 wins. 4 of those as the 1-0 pitch. Fastball clips the outer third at 89 miles an hour. 4 of those wins have been against the Sweets. So throughout the entire year, over half of the wins from Yakima Valley has been against Walla Walla. Off-speed misses away from Morse, 2 balls and 1 strike. It really just goes to show you if the Sweets had taken advantage of the Pippins, where they could have been this season. Still sitting 4th in the West Coast League South as the 2-1 runs well inside. 3 balls and 1 strike as Hansen has to hop out of the way. Morse in danger of allowing his first base runner of the day, the 3-1. Fastball down and in, ball 4. So Hansen draws a 5-pitch walk, and Neil Jansen steps in. The first base runner of the day for the Pippins. Jansen out of San Jose State University. The native of Cypress, California. There's a lot of California guys in the West Coast League. A lot of talent from California, but the California Baseball League summer circuit, as the first pitch is flied back into the netting, 0-1. Not as competitive as the West Coast League. Now, it is getting better, but the West Coast League still held at a higher regard. So a lot of those California guys come up here to the West Coast League, get their run in the summer. Off the top of my head, I can think of 5 or 6 Sweets players from Cali. 2 outs, the 0-1. Off-speed misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. You just look around the infields. I mean, you start at first base for the Sweets. Tanner Kern, originally from California. Landon Young, originally from California, over at second base. 2 outs, the 1-1 is popped left side. Moving under it, Billy Scaldaferri. Instead, it's Troy Sanders who takes it away in shallow left field, the shortstop. And it's out number 3. He's from Arizona, so slightly more over towards the east side. All right, we move to the bottom of the 2nd inning on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network. Sweets still looking to scratch the scoreboard first. We're scoreless. We move bottom 2 on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. No score, bottom of the 2nd inning between the Sweets and the Pippins. Fisher comes set, facing Scaldaferri, the 7-hole hitter. The first pitch, a fastball right down the pipe, 0-1. Fisher sitting in the mid-80s with his fastball. Yassam not controlling it well at the start of the bottom of the first, as the 0-1 is slapped left side foul territory. And Scaldaferri in an early 0-2 hole. He walks the first two batters in Trevor T and Gunnar Guile. A wild pitch allows them both to move into scoring position. And then Ian Fisher turns into Ian Houdini. He gets out of that, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball devoured by the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. What would follow, a Kadis fly out. Kern struck out, swinging. Landon Young drew a walk to draw the bases loaded as the next pitch is flied out towards shallow center field. Moving under at second baseman Reeser. In shallow right, he makes the play, and there's out number 1. And then Troy Sanders struck out looking on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs and the bases loaded. So in steps Zayn Bidwell, the catcher that just recently committed to Lewis Clark State College, one of the best D3 programs, not on the Pacific Northwest, but in the entire country. The first pitch to Bidwell, popped right side, shallow territory, moving under it, Angulo, and he makes the play for out number 2. A couple of weak flyouts, and Cole Rogers steps up for the first time. Rogers has served his time for sure. Played all 3 games against the Bend Elks. Consistently out there in center field for the Sweets. First pitch runs low, 1-0. Hitting .266 on the season. 4 for 17 against the Pippins this year in 5 games. The 1-0. Off speed misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Rogers. Trying to keep the inning alive here in the bottom of the second. Still no score between the Sweets and the Pippins. Nobody on base. 2 outs. The windup and the 2-0 pitch. Line drive up the middle. It gets down in front of Jansen. Rogers rounds first base, and he has himself with a 2-out single. Make that a 5-game hitting streak for Cole Rogers. And the lineup turns around for Trevor T. Not super hard off the bat, just 65 miles an hour off the barrel. But Rogers will take it either way. Trevor T steps in. He walked his last time up. Throw goes back to first base. Got to keep an eye on Cole Rogers. 9 stolen bases on the season in West Coast League competition. That only trails Landon Young with 10 on the Sweets. 2 outs. The lefties deal to T. Inside, outside, foul ball that trails and hits the bleachers on the right side of the field. 0-1. I have not seen this type of weather in my time here in Walla Walla. Now, granted, I've only been here for a little over a month, but these overcast skies in the summertime, just not really a thing, especially with the lower temperatures. There goes back over to first. Rogers scampers back without a slide. Clouds as far as the eye can see, all the way from left to right field. The sun is setting somewhere, don't know exactly where, you can't tell. 2 outs. Rogers a lead at first, the 0-1 pitch, fly back behind the screen and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Trevor T's got a battle. Worked to walk his last time up on 8 pitches. Hitting .289 on the season. 2 outs. Rogers a lead at first base. The 0-2. Off speed misses low. One ball and 2 strikes. Throw goes over to first. Rogers dives back safely. The 1-2. Line drive center field right at Jansen. He comes up with it and makes the play at his left shoulder for out 3. 88 miles an hour off the bat. Trevor T does not get rewarded for it. And we move to the top of the 3rd inning. You haven't missed much. There's still no score. Sweets and Pippins. Walla Walla leaves one on one base hit. We roll on to the top of the 3rd on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. To the top of the 3rd we go. Sweets tied up with the Pippins, 0-0. Both teams still looking to scratch the scoreboard. Against the Bend Elks, the Sweets scored first in just one of the 3 ball games they played. In game 1 and 2, they trailed the Elks by 7 or more runs after just 3 innings. In game 3, it was a different story. Walla Walla was actually on top 7-3. Then could not get the job done. That game ended in a rain delay. It's the first pitch from Morse to Varney. A fastball just hits the lower outside corner. 0-1. Jack Varney's debut for the Pippins. The pitch. Fouled back. The left-handed bat swings his bright white barrel around, plastered by his white batting gloves. The 0-2. Off speed just misses the outside upstairs corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trey Morse has given up just 1 walk, no base hits up to this point. The 1-2. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Here on the 4th of July, fans continue to stream in. Crowded day here at the ballpark. Nobody out, nobody on. The 1-2. A swing and a miss, strike 3. In Varney's first at bat with the Pippins, he strikes out swinging, and up steps Langan Naylor.
Shortstop number 2, Langan Naylor.
Naylor hitting .250 on the season. The first pitch on the way. Curveball drips in and clips the lower third of the zone. 0-1. That was beautiful. You don't see him go to the curveball too much, but when he does, it's a thing of beauty. It's the 0-1. Shows bunt, pulls away. Fastball misses outside. Count evens up. Lineup turns around after Naylor. Anderson and Reeser on deck and in the hole with 1 gone. The 1-1 pitch. Flied back. Scraped off of Bidwell's glove and then into the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 gone. Sweeps and Pippins, still no score here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs. Both teams could really use a jolt with a win today. Sweets have lost 4 straight in West Coast League play. This is the 2-2. Another foul ball. On the other side, the Pippins have lost 7 straight games. Set at 7-20. The 2-2 offering, off speed, got him looking outside third. Langan Naylor sits down. It's back-to-back Ks to open up the top of the third, and in steps Dylan Anderson. Speaking of the strikeout, he struck out swinging his last time up in the first frame. Coming into the ball game, hitting .273 on the season. The first pitch on the way. Does an offer on an off-speed pitch that just hits the outside black. Trackman had that off the plate by a few degrees, but Morse gets the call. The 0-1. Goes with the fastball. It's swung on and lifted left side, running back. Sanders makes the play, and there's a collision out in left center field. Sanders holds on to the baseball for out 3. Scaldaferri and Sanders ran into each other in shallow left. The two GCU kids always together with the Sweets, and it looks like they're all right as they slowly jog back and laugh about it. Scaldaferri must have thought he called off Sanders. Well, no harm, no foul. They seem just fine. 3 outs, 3 up, 3 down. No score. We move bottom 3 on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students stay.
This game is flying by on the 4th of July. Already in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score between the Sweets and the Pippins as the lefty bat Gunnar Guile steps in to face the lefty arm of Ian Fisher. In the motion, the windup and the pitch flied on the ground. 0-1, right side. Gunnar Guile walked his last time up in the first frame. Advanced to second on a pass ball, could not be brought home. The 0-1, a swing and a miss. Out in front of a 78-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch on the very upper echelon of the strike zone. 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Goes with the curveball off the plate. Guile goes down on 3 pitches, and up steps Dom Kadis for the second time. Back in the 3rd frame, Kadis had a chance to rope in a couple more RBI. With runners on 2nd and 3rd, he flew out to 3rd base. Leads the Sweets with 21 RBI on the season. The first pitch to Kadis is crushed out towards deep left field. There is no doubt about it. This baseball is gone. A firecracker out towards left field on the 4th of July, and the Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Pippins in the bottom of the 3rd inning. His 7th of the year. Kadis did not have a base hit in yesterday's ball game. That broke an 18-game hitting streak. But today, he jumps right back into the swing of things. Another home run, my goodness. He is some sort of special as the first pitch to Tanner Kern misses outside 1-0. Kadis homeward in the Bend Elk series as well, as the 1-0 pitch misses outside. It was also a solo shot out towards left field. A fastball just over the heart of the plate, and he crushed it. 1 out, the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Tanner Kern was looking like he wanted to do the same thing with that swing. Ahead 2-0. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike to the lefty bat. Homered in yesterday's ball game against the Elks. 1 gone, the 2-1. Popped up slowly behind home plate and out of play as it bangs off the top of the broadcast roof. I'm telling you, it's going to be really hard for me to make a play at some point in the season. It's going to have to be just over the netting, come into the booth. Potential, I don't know if it's going to happen. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kern goes down for the second time swinging. 2 outs, Landon Young steps in. Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Pippins here in the bottom of the 3rd frame. Young walked his last time up in the 1st inning. Hitting .284 on the season. Faces the first pitch, chopper up the middle. Naylor, glove, sets his feet, throws a little bit high. Angulo has to grab it out of the sky, tags Landon Young a little bit up the line. Just beats him for out number 3. So the Sweets do get on the board. It's just the solo shot. Dom Kadis' 7th home run of the year out towards left field. On 1 base hit, 1 run. Sweets on top, 1-0. We'll move to the top of the 4th on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family. It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
On to the top of the 4th inning here in Borleske Stadium. Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Pippins. Off the bat of who else but Dom Kadis. I mean, this kid can do it all. Leads the West Coast League in batting average, hitting just over .420 on the season. Now has 7 home runs on the year with a shot out towards left field. Goes over the Whitman College sign, about 20 feet off above the ground. Morse's first pitch on the way. Off speed just misses the outside edge to Gage Reeser. 1-0. Reeser lined out to 3rd his last time up. Trevor T took one away. Nice play, the 1-0. Runs inside and it bangs off the back of Reeser. A hit by pitch. So he takes his base here in the 4th frame. And in steps Finley Spicer with the runner on and nobody out.
Finley Spicer.
Finley Spicer, the right-handed bat. 6 for 15 against the Sweets this season. Hitting .268 on the year as Morse takes a peek over at first base. The throw goes over to first, diving back safely Reeser. He was taking a hearty lead over at first, so I can see why Morse threw over. Now there's no West Coast League rules on how many times you can throw over to first base, and we've seen a myriad of different examples this season where the pitcher just continues to throw over to first base. As the first offering is fly to right side, over the netting and out of play. 0-1. So there's no throw-over rule, so you would think there's no pitch clock violation either, but that's actually not the case. It's up to the umpire's discretion as the 0-1 off-speed misses up and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike rather. But it'd be up to Gabe Nobert, the bases umpire for today's ball game. If he's feeling like Trey Morse is taking too long, he could call it. We've seen it happen a handful of times, the 1-1. Curveball just misses inside. A nice call by plate umpire Matthew Degree. Trackman does have that just a little bit inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wind blowing out towards left field. Morse comes set, he kicks and deals. Fastball hits the lower rail for strike 2. Clocks in at 89 miles an hour. We've seen Morse touch as high as 91 in today's ball game. Gray skies, wind blowing out towards left field as you can see the American flag flying high triumphantly here on the 4th of July. Runner on first base, the 2-2 pitch, a foul tip into Bidwell's glove. Strike 3, 1 gone. Third strikeout of the game for Trey Morse. Julian Angulo steps in, lined out to center field his last time up, hitting just under 250 on the season. The right-handed bat as Morse leans in and gets the sign from Bidwell behind the plate. He delivers. Outside, Bidwell keeps it in front of him. At first base, Gage Reeser was thinking about it for a couple of moments. He opts not to take an extra 90 feet. Probably would have been gunned down 1-0. I was talking to Zayn Bidwell before the game on our Players Roundup. Once again, you can check that out on our YouTube channel at Walla Walla Suites, or tune in to the pregame show 20 minutes prior to every broadcast. But I was talking to him about when he switched over to the catcher position. He said towards the latter half of his high school career. But we've also seen him at first base as the 1-0 pitch. Runner takes off, throw goes over to second from Bidwell. Young can't come up with the baseball, and sliding in safely, Gage Reeser with a stolen base. He was saying that he hasn't started to play first base since until last season. He looked super comfortable at first a couple of weeks ago. Was making picks out of the dirt, was ready to cover bases when he needed to. I mean, he looks like one of the better defensive first basemen for the Sweets, as the 1-1 is swing and a miss for strike 2. Curveball lower third. Starting to see Trey Morse go into the curveball well a few times. More than usual, it's working out today. Even from up here in the booth, you can see it. The vertical movement, that had 14 inches of vertical break. 1 out. The 1-2 pitch goes back to the curveball. It's chopped right back up the middle. Coming up with the ball is Troy Sanders. He fields it on the run, throws to first base. In time, out number 2. So Julian Angulo sits down and steps the third baseman, righty bat of Julian Angulo. A harmless fly out to first base his last time up. On that chopper up the middle, Reeser reaches third base. So a base hit would level the scoring. Still no base hits on the day for the Pippins, as the first pitch from Morse, off speed, just clips the very baseman in the zone. 0-1. Kyler Bittner, the bright baby blue batting gloves, plastered on a black handle. It's the 0-1 pitch, chopped off his own foot. Foul ball, 0-2. Morse looking for his 5th strikeout on the day, ahead 0-2. From the belt, the stretch, the pitch. Fastball misses inside at 89 miles an hour. A nice take by Bittner. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Pippins. Here in the top of the 4th frame. The 1-2. Foul back, we'll do it again. This baseball game is flying by, especially when you compare it to the Bend Elk series. The Sweets averaged offensively 7 runs a game and still got swept, and that kind of puts into perspective how much the Elks scored. It's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Offensively, the Sweets kind of had their way against the Elks. They were doing everything they wanted to. The pitching just wasn't there. You got to have everything working for you. Defense, pitching, offense. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball misses up and in. Rather, that was the 2-2 pitch. It moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kyler Bittner thought that was ball 4. So he trots back in to the dish, smiling, shakes his head. I was just as confused as everyone else here in the stadium. Usually the hitter knows the count. The 3-2 pitch on 2 outs. Off speed, rung him up on the outside black. It just clips the outer edge. Bittner hops like a bunny rabbit in protest. Does not matter. Strikeout number 5 for Trey Morse. And the Pippins leave one stranded at third base on no hits, no runs, no errors. We move to the bottom of the 4th frame on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. We roll on to the bottom of the 4th frame. Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Pippins. Troy Sanders steps in, struck out looking his last time up with the bases loaded on a 3-2 pitch. The lefty deal on the way to Sanders. Fastball clips the lower inside third, 0-1. An overcast day here in Walla Walla, mid-60-degree temperatures in July. That's unheard of, the 0-1. Another off-speed pitch trickles inside, 1-1. Slight breeze out towards left field. And home plate umpire Matthew DeGree yells stop to the dugout of the Pippins as the next pitch is swung right through, 1-2. Seems to be some complaining going from the Pippins dugout, especially after that Kyler Bittner strikeout looking to end the top of the 4th. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Sweets on top, 1-0. The 1-2 on the way. 72 off speed, misses away. 2-2. Billy Scaldaferri on deck. The pitch fly back right. And it hits the top of the netting. And we'll do it again, 2-2. That baseball was flying right back to me. That might have been my chance. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to catch a baseball. Nobody out the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sanders goes down for the 2nd time via the strikeout. And Billy Scaldaferri steps up here in the bottom of the 4th frame. Sweets on top, 1-0 over the Pippins. Scaldaferri out of Grand Canyon University, hitting .213 on the season, 2 for 11 against the Pippins. The first pitch on the way to Scaldaferri is crushed on the ground, left side foul. 77 off the bat. The pitch. inside at the ankles. Count evens up, a ball and a strike to Scaldaferri. Scaldaferri hitting just 2 for 11 against the Pippins. 2 for 13 on the season as the next pitch is rocketed on ground, third base side, foul and out of the reach of Bittner. And we'll do it again, 1-2. But despite that, Billy Scaldaferri is third on the team with 12 RBI. Has been a consistently clutch hitter with the Sweets as he grips his dark red bat with his bright red batting gloves. Faces the 1-2. A high fly ball out towards deep center field, ranging back Jansen. He's at the track and he makes the play over his head for out number 2. Scaldaferri got all of that one. It was just out towards center field. 4-12 to center. It's tough to get a baseball out. That was 101 miles an hour rather off the bat. Absolutely tattooed. Up steps Zayn Bidwell with 2 gone. Flew out to first his last time up. The first pitch swung on, a chopper right back up the middle. Fisher fields it at his head and swings it to first base for out number 3. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th inning. The Sweets still on top 1-0 over the Pippins. We'll be back right after this. Top of the 5th on the other side on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Sweets still on top, a narrow lead, 1-0 over the Pippins. Drew Albaugh here on the mic, your play-by-play broadcaster, as the Sweets look to snap a 4-game losing streak in West Coast League competition. On the other side, the Pippins have lost 7 straight, so something's got to give. Walla Walla looking to keep the Battle of the Basin alive as well here on the 4th of July. The Sweets trail 4-2 in the best of 9. So it's first to 5 games. You can do the math, but the Pippins need just 1 game to clinch the Battle of the Basin belt. The Sweets need to sweep the Pippins here at home. The first pitch on the way from Morse, a big swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Cole Hansen. He walked his last time up. The last 2 times this Battle of the Basin belt has been integrated in to these 2 teams as the next pitch runs up and in. Count evens up, a ball and a strike. The Pippins and the Sweets actually split the series 3 games apiece in both year number 1 and year number 2 in the Battle of the Basin. So here in year number 3, they said, let's just do a 9-game set. Someone has to win, as the 1-1 pitch is waved and missed. Strike 2 as fireworks blare down the right side of the outfield. Nobody out. The 1-2 from Moores is swung on the ground over towards short. Sanders has a tough time fielding it to throw to first base. A little bit up the line as Kern can't make the play, and reaching on an E6 with nobody out, Cole Hansen.
Well, center fielder number 36, Neil Jensen.
So we go from Hansen to Jansen. Flew out to short his last time up. Speaking of shortstop, Troy Sanders just could not come up with that baseball. It was pretty tailor-made on the ground, just like you drew it up. We saw that against the Bend Elks in game number 2, as well as the first pitch. He shows bunt, gets it down, right back up the middle. Morse turns. He looks at second, instead goes to first for the easy out number 1. Advancing to second base, Cole Hansen. And there's one gone as Jack Varney steps in for the second time in his Pippins career.
Designated hitter number 46, Jack Varney.
Just get the job done. It's exactly what Jansen did. Varney struck out his last time up. The pitch. Fastball misses away, 1-0. Clock's in at 88 miles an hour. We're starting to see Trey Morse's fastball lose a little bit of life. 90-91 to open the game. Now he's at 88 here in the 5th. Sweets on top, 1-0. The 1-0. Off speed drips in on the outside black. My goodness. That curveball continues to impress both me and fool every single batter that steps in. A ball and a strike here to Varney. The lefty bat. Facing the lefty's deal, instead Morse steps off. Wind howling out towards left center on an overcast day. Lights turn on here in Borleske Stadium. Runner on second, the pitch on the way. Fastball whistles high. 2 balls in 1 strike. Trey Morse out of Gonzaga University, the incoming freshman. Rated the best pitcher in Idaho out of high school. The 2-1 is popped. Center field, this is a can of corn for Cole Rogers. He camps under it, makes the play, and he throws over to third. Staying at second base, Cole Hansen, and there's 2 gone. And moments like that are why Cole Rogers is in the lineup day in and day out. He makes the easy plays and does the little things that other guys maybe don't do as well as he does, such as, all right, runner on second base, a deep fly out to center field. How good's your arm? Can you throw it on accuracy to third? And he did that in spades all season long. 2 outs, the first pitch on the way. Off speed misses inside. 1-0 to Naylor. Struck out looking his last time up to end the 3rd frame. Hitting .250 on the season. Morse comes set at the belt. Whips his right arm around, and it misses downstairs, 2-0. Gets the sign from Bidwell. 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch. Barreled. Right side. Slicing in. Hits fair territory. Coming up with the ball, Gunnar Guile. Rounding third base and scoring without a throw, Cole Hansen. And it's an RBI single for the 9-hole hitter, Lincoln Naylor. And we are all tied up at 1 apiece here in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the right fielder number 25, Dylan Anderson.
So the mistake from Sanders over at short ends up hurting the Sweets, and that's the very first hit for the Pippins, and it comes in the 5th frame. It's the first pitch to Anderson. Off speed misses just a hair outside and down low. 1-0. Tied up at 1 apiece now here in the top of the 5th. Naylor at first takes the lead. The pitch, he takes off. Fastball misses away. Bidwell throws to second base. Tag applied, safe. A beautiful throw by Zayn Bidwell. Naylor just a hair too quick. He sure has some speed. And the leading run is now at second base. The pitch on the ground, right side, foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Leans in and gets the sign. That was Naylor's 3rd steal on the year. He's at second base, flashes back to second if the throw goes over on a pickoff attempt. 2 outs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here to Dylan Anderson. with Naylor at second base. Morse gets the sign, the 2-1. Off-speed misses upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. Nakoa Moses Gamera down the left field line, just starting to warm up for the Sweets. Anderson ahead 3-1 with 2 gone. Hitters count the pitch, swing and a miss. Off-speed downstairs, 3 balls and 2 strikes. At the end of the first half, the Sweets finish with a 14-13 record. Finish 8 games behind Portland for the first half winner. Still sitting 4th, a couple games ahead of Ridgefield. The payoff pitch, fly left side, meandering out of play. And it's a foul ball, we'll do it again. The second half officially starts today for the Sweets. Portland Pickles are already 3-0. They actually lost today's game against Marion. Now 3-1, so the Berries move up to 4-0 in the second half. Payoff pitch runs inside. It gets past Bidwell, no throw to third base. Naylor reaches third, and there's runners on the corner for Gage Reeser. Once again, how the playoffs work in the West Coast League. First half winner, then the second half starts right around early July. It starts today for the Sweets. Started a few games ago for the Elks. Second half winner, and then the third and fourth place teams also make the playoffs as manager Colby Wadlo walks out. He's going to talk with Trey Morse. With runners on the corners. He's looked dominant up until this point. He's given up just 1 base hit. His 1 run allowed unearned. Just talking it up with Morse. Does he leave him out there? Top of the lineup, Gage Reeser, the 2-hole hitter, with Spicer on deck and Angulo in the hole. Reeser walked his last time up in the 4th frame. He's 0 for 1 with a line out to third. A dangerous bat. 6 for 22 against the Sweets, and Colby's going to leave him out there. So with runners on the corners, this is a big spot. Sweets tied up with the Pippins, 1 apiece. The pitch on the way, off speed, it hits the ceiling, 0-1. A nice start from Trey Morse. From the belts, the 0-1 with 2 outs. Another breaking ball misses away. Count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. Anderson at first, Naylor at third. 2 outs, the pitch, laced out towards left field, right at Scaldaferri. He runs back, makes the play for out number 3. 87 miles an hour off the bat, but it does not matter. The Pippins leave 2 on, score 1 run on 1 base hit, and we move to the bottom of the 5th frame, tied up at 1 apiece on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Our timers are going. Come on, boys. Come on, Kevin. Let's keep it going, Kevin. There you go. Good job. Hey, come on, real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our timers up. Timers up. What does Bobby have?
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
Welcome back into the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network. Drew Albaugh here on the mound. Rather, not on the mound. I'm on the call. Where's my head right now? Bottom of the fifth. The first pitch on the way is crushed by Cole Rogers. Out a couple of feet in front of the track, making the play high above his head, Finley Spicer, and there's one gone. Rogers, T, and Guile, the first three batters here in the bottom of the fifth frame. We're tied up at 1 apiece. Trevor T steps in, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk back in the first frame. Touched second and third base, but was held right there. With nobody out, could not find the 90 feet home. The pitch on the way. Misses inside, 1-0. Ian Fisher still out there on the hill. He leans in and gets the sign from Hansen. 1 out. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball clips the very bottom of the zone, 1-1. I was listening to the Seattle Mariners game today as they beat the Pirates 6-0. It was an absolutely dominant win. And one of the craziest stories I've ever heard on air is the 1-1 just hits the outside black. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So one of the camera operators for the Mariners was setting up a camera when a salmon literally fell out of the sky and almost hit him in the head. It missed him by just a foot as the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 3 from Trevor T, and there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the fifth frame, tied up at 1 apiece. So the fish falls from the sky, almost hits him in the head. So he's wondering what the heck is happening. I'm just doing my job. A salmon, mind you, this is not a small salmon. This is a very large salmon, just falls out of the sky. Then a giant eagle swoops down and grabs the salmon out of T-Mobile Park and hoists it off into the air as Guile shows bunt. Fastball misses away, Guile pulls away, so it's 1-0. So the salmon's now resting on the ground, an eagle is swooping down, a falcon is also fighting for the salmon. I'm not kidding, I've seen the video. The 1-0 pitch, fastball misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes. So there was a frenzy for a salmon that fell out of the sky, almost hit a camera operator in T-Mobile Park. This was a couple hours before the game. And that's the 4th of July story. 2-0, curve plunk. Hits Guile on the back and a base runner as Dom Kadis steps in.
Can we get Sweet Lou to the first base, please? Sweet Lou.
So Dom Kadis steps in. He flew out to third his last time up, or rather 2 times up ago. His last time up, he had a home run out towards left field. Still the only run of the game from the Sweets. With 2 gone, Guile a lead at first. The pitch on the way to Kadis. Fastball misses high, 1-0. This is the first game in the second half for the Sweets. The 1-0. Off speed misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. To one of the most dangerous bats in not only the Sweets lineup, but in the West Coast League. Kadis leads Walla Walla with 22 RBI. Running out and having a meeting out there on the hill. Garrett DeGallier, and Ian Fisher, as well as the whole infield. Hansen, the catcher, as well there. Kadis, just 18 years old, committed to UCLA. He's going to be a problem on the baseball field for years to come if he continues on this trajectory. So the meeting is adjourned as Fisher leans in and gets the sign from Hansen. Kadis hasn't quite stepped in, now he does. He twirls his black barrel around and gets ready. Ahead 2-0. Guile, lead at first base. 2 out. Tied up at 1 apiece. The pitch misses inside at the shins. 3 balls and no strikes. You got to think a guy like Kadis, despite it being 3-0, has a green light. A home run would put the Sweets up 3-1. We're tied up at 1 apiece. 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch, laced on the ground over towards Naylor. He gloves, throws to second in time. So the green light was on. A fastball right down the middle. Kadis just can't elevate it. No base hits, no runs. 1 runner left on. We move to the top of the 6th inning. A tight one. Sweets and Pippins tied up at 1 apiece. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. We move on to the top of the 6th frame, tied up between the Sweets and the Pippins. New pitcher out there on the hill for the Sweets, Nakoa Moses Camara. Moses Camara out of Walla Walla Community College, the 6'4" righty arm sporting a 6.3 ERA and 20 innings pitched with the Sweets. The first pitch on the way misses outside. 1-0. And manager Colby Wadlo trots out and is going to have a conversation with home plate umpire Matthew DeGree. Finley Spicer up there in the batter's box. Not sure exactly what the holdup is. A pretty crowded day here at Borleske Stadium on July 4th. Fireworks celebration happening right after the conclusion of the ball game. Hopefully it ends in a Sweets win. So for a moment there, home plate umpire Matthew DeGree started to motion towards the Pippins dugout. Now he starts to talk with third base coach for the Pippins, that's Eddie Kribbe. Maybe going over some sort of defensive alignment, not sure exactly what. What I do know, it's a tie ball game. 1 apiece here in the top of the 6th inning. Nobody out. Trey Morse's day is done. He gives up just 1 base hit, 0 earned runs in 5 innings. Absolutely dynamite. So now walking towards the dugout is Finley Spicer. He steps in the dugout. What is happening? I am just as lost as everyone else here in the stadium. Rushing out seems to be Dylan Anderson. He was playing catch down the right field line in the bullpen. Now he sprints in, he's going to take off his equipment. What is happening? I'm not too sure. I mean, there was already a pitch thrown before manager Colby Wadlo walked out. He must have seen something. Tied up at 1 apiece. Sweets trying to break a 4-game losing streak. The Pippins on the other side trying to break 7 straight. Nakoa Moses Gamera out of Walla Walla Community College. Was talking to Nakoa over at the community college, because me as the broadcaster, I do get some perks. I get free gym membership to the community college as well as the rest of the team. And I talked to him about why he chose Walla Walla Community College. He said he liked the name Walla Walla, and that was most of the reasoning behind it. I was shocked. I wasn't sure if he was joking with me or not, but I'm going to roll with it on air. Walla Walla is a fun name. There's a surprisingly large amount of songs that has Walla Walla in it. We play them before the stadium, you know, when it's opening up and fans are streaming in. From Walla Walla, Washington. That's one of them. There's one, I don't know how I can't remember the name because it literally plays between every home game. But there's a specific song about baseball that mentions Walla Walla. So stepping into the batter's box now is Ethan Buckley, the incoming junior, Gonzaga University. He stretches it out. Not sure what is happening, but the right-handed bat now steps in. So it's a pinch hitter for Finley Spicer. Ethan Buckley out of Cape Town, South Africa. That's a new one. Takes a couple of practice swings and steps in with a right-handed bat. So Nakoa Moses Gamera has just been waiting out there on the hill for a couple of minutes now. He finally comes set, and the 1-0 shows bunt. Fastball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes is shown down the right field line on the score board, but I'm not sure if that's what the true count is as Ethan Buckley steps in. It's the 2-0. It's the very basement of the zone. Sweets tied up 1 apiece here against the Pippins. No outs. The pitch. Flied right side, slowly slicing and out of play. Nice catch by a fan over in the bleachers. Gets a little ovation. He brought a mitt for a reason. He made the catch on the fly, and that deserves an ovation. One of my pet peeves here in the ballpark is a baseball goes off the concourse as the 2-2 pitch is just off the end of the bat, in and out of Bidwell's glove, and we'll do it again. But if someone catches the ball on a bounce and everyone erupts, I mean, it's cool. You can put it in the pocket and take it home as a souvenir, but in my opinion, you only deserve an ovation. And I mean, like, everyone looks at you and cheers if you catch it on the fly, the 2-2. Roped on the ground over towards third, it eats up T. It bangs off and pinballs into Sanders' glove at short. No throw to first base, and it's Ethan Buckley that reaches first on what seems to be an E5. That was hit pretty hard, 86 off the bat. Went away from T's glove side, so he had to try and make the backhand play. Still probably should have been made, and with nobody out, a runner on first base in Ethan Buckley. Up steps Julian Angulu, the first pitch. Fastball runs low, 1-0. The 1-0. On the ground, foul ball left side. 1-1. Buckley at first base as he comes in on a somewhat of an oddity play for Finley Spicer. Not sure why still. It's the 1-1. Misses in the dirt outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bidwell makes a nice stop behind the plate. Didn't play against the Elks in any of the 3 ball games. He still got some entertainment in though. Went to Bend. Went fly fishing with one of his buddies from the Bend Elks. Caught 22 fish day 1. It's the 2-1. A roller left side it gets through the gap and rolls into left field. Scaldaferri comes up with the baseball. Buckley goes to second base. And it's a single for Julian Angulu, and now there's 2 on in the 6th frame, tied up at 1 apiece between the Pippins and the Sweets.
Third baseman number 12, Tyler Bittner.
Bittner steps in 0 for 2, struck out looking to end the 4th frame. And in 246 on the season, the right-handed bat. Leans in and gets the sign from Bidwell. Nakoa Moses Gamera, he comes set. Facing Bittner out of Canada College Athletics. Bittner shows bunt. The first pitch. Fastball scrapes through lower third, 0-1. Kern was crashing at first base for the Sweets. If he gets to the ball in time, he could go over to third base for the force out. We'll have to see if Bittner tries to lay down a bunt again. He does square up. Moses Gamera takes a look at second base from the stretch. The pitch gets the bunt down third base side. It goes foul. That baseball was actually tracking back towards fair territory as it went up against the cut of the grass, kind of used it as a ski ramp and propelled back to the right. But Bidwell does a nice job to run up the line as a catcher with all of that gear and poke the ball well foul. So it's nobody out, 2 on, 0-2. The pitch to Bittner. Roller over towards short. Taylor made the flip to second for 1. On to first. A pump fake, no throw. Bittner just a little bit too speedy. So there's 1 gone and runners on the corners. In steps Cole Hansen.
The catcher number 5, Cole Hansen.
So on 0-2, Bittner does a good job just to put it in play. Coulda, woulda, shoulda been a double play, but either way, Buckley rolls into third base, and with just 1 out, as sacrifice fly away from the Pippins, taking the lead. Hansen, 0 for 1 on the day. 1 gone. The pitch. Fastball runs inside, clocked in at 87 miles an hour. Kicks and deals. A high fly ball out towards deep center field. Rogers ranges back and makes the play in deep center field. The throw comes in, and strolling from third base and scoring Ethan Buckley. And just like that, the Sweets trail the Pippins 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. Hansen gets the job done with the sac fly out towards center, and up steps Jansen. 0 for 1, a sacrifice bunt his last time up in the 5th frame. Two outs. Throw goes over to first, back safely. In the motion, curveball misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Neil Jansen, hitting .243 on the season. The pitch. This is down in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. On the 4th of July here in Walla Walla, a chilly day. Pretty good attendance here at Borleske Stadium as clouds hang high in the sky in every direction. 2 outs. The 2-0. Swing and a foul tip into Bidwell's glove, 2-1. Lights shining bright here at Borleske Stadium. The trees out in left, center, and right field slowly fading out of view. 2 outs. The 2-1. Runner takes off. Bidwell, throw to second base. Tag applied. He beat him by a mile. Bittner goes down. It was not close. A cannon of an arm from Zayn Bidwell behind the plate, and that ends the inning. We move to the bottom of the 6th frame. The Pippins do scrape a run across off 1 base hit and 1 error. We move on to the bottom of the 6th frame. Sweets trail 2-1 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Now it's going to go for Pippins, number 9, Zayn Bidwell.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Sweets trail the Pippins 2-1. Yakima Valley scrapes 1 across. A pretty good showing on hand here at Borleske Stadium on the 4th of July. As a new pitcher out there on the hill, Seth Mahler takes over for Ian Fisher. First pitch fastball hits the bottom third, 0-1 to Tanner Kern. Kern 0 for 2 on the day, struck out twice swinging. Now facing the righty arm in Mahler. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Kern behind 0-2. Mahler out of Whitworth College, sporting a 3.7 ERA in 24 in a 3rd innings pitched. Kern behind 0-2. He lays his big black bat on his left shoulder. The pitch on the way. Swung on, dribbler up the middle, and it gets past the diving Gage Reeser. Kern strolls into first base with his first hit of the day. And there's 1 on. Kern was hitting the baseball hard in yesterday's ball game. A couple of base hits with a home run against the Elks. But then in today's ball game, he gets on the board with a weak single up the middle. So with nobody out, in steps Landon Young. The first pitch, fastball right down the pipe. And when I say down the pipe, I mean it. That's middle, 0-1. Young does an offer on the 88-mile-per-hour fastball for Mahler. 0 for 1 on the day, a walk back in the first, hitting 284 on the season. The 0-1. Two-seam runs and clips the outer edge. So Mahler ahead 0-2. Kern, a lead at first. Comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Lined right side, it hits off the top of the netting. Foul ball, so we'll do it again. Mahler was rock solid before facing the Bend Elks on June 28th. Gave up 4 earned runs. That's just 1 fewer than he's given up the entire season combined. Ben's for real. They got guys up and down that lineup. The Sweets know that firsthand. No outs, Kern lead at first. The 0-2 pitch, line drive right side. It gets past Angulu and skates into right field. Rounding second base and heading to third, Tanner Kern. The throw goes over to second. Landon Young slides in safely, and there's 2 on in scoring position. And up steps Troy Sanders with a chance to put the Sweets level or potentially in front of the Pippins here in the bottom of the 6th frame. Struck out twice in today's ball game. That didn't matter as Tanner Kern struck out twice in single. Let's see if Sanders can do something of the same. Score 1 with a very speedy base runner in Landon Young. Infield is in. Mahler comes set. With nobody gone, 2 on. Sweets trail by 1. Bottom 6, the pitch. Off speed, clips the outside third. 0-1. Sky continues to darken. The sun has set out behind the right field bleachers. Nobody out. The 0-1 to Sanders. Off speed, just hits the outside black. So Mahler is ahead 0-2 for his 3rd straight batter. That also didn't matter for Tanner Kern and Landon Young. Sanders in danger of striking out for his 3rd time today, though. With nobody out. Scaldefari on deck. The 0-2 pitch. A weak wave and a miss on a pitch that misses away. The throw goes over to first base as that baseball hit the dirt, and it's out number 1. Sanders strikes out for the 3rd time today. And Billy Scaldefari steps in. This is a big batter. It is crucial that Scaldefari at least puts the ball in play, even if it results in an out, and scores Kern from 3rd and levels up the ball game. The Sweets had runners on 2nd and 3rd and nobody out back in the 1st. Could not scrape across 1 run. Can't let it happen twice in 1 game. The pitch. Fastball hits the lower 3rd, down the middle, 0-1. Slight breeze out towards left field. Lights shining bright here on the 4th of July. One gone. Scaldefari steps off. Billy Scaldefari trying to send one out to left field. Already has a couple of home runs on the year. The 0-1 runs up and in at the chin. Count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. With Landon Young, a very speedy base runner at second base, represents the winning, or rather the leading run. They still got some time to go. At 3rd, Tanner Kern. 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball, right side. Well foul and over the bleachers and out into the freeway. 1-2. The freeway line's right behind Borleske Stadium. Mahler ahead 1-2. He comes set at the belt. Kicks and deals. Chopped off his own foot. So we'll do it again on 1-2. That's a fastball that missed well downstairs. Scaldefari does a good job just to get to it. One out, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sweets trail 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Young at second base, Kern at 3rd. The pitch on the way, ballooned out towards right field and hangs, but it gets down right in front of Anderson. Coming around 3rd and scoring, Tanner Kern. No slide, Sweets tied up at 2 apiece. Landon Young moves over to 3rd base. So there's runners on the corners as Zayn Bidwell steps in. 0 for 2 on the day, and we are tied up at 2 apiece here in the bottom of the 6th. Sweets have already cashed in. Can they continue to do so and put them on top? The pitch. Off speed, misses away, 1-0. One out. The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Scaldaferri over at first base. Already has 2 steals this season. Taking a good lead. He's off. The 2-0 pitch. A fake throw to second base. In with a slide. Curveball hits the bottom of the zone. So the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. And there's 2 on in scoring position, and the double play is off. So the depth up the middle from Reeser and Naylor now slowly move in as they are working with infield in now. 1 out. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Laced, center field, right in front of Jansen. 1 run scores. Rounding third base, he's getting the wave. Scaldaferri, the throw goes home. It's way up the line. Sliding in safely. Zayn Bidwell gets the job done with a 2 RBI single to center. And the Swedes doubling up the Pippins 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Landon Young scores. Scaldaferri steals on the pitch right before that. It turns out and pays off. He scores from second. And in steps Cole Rogers with 1 gone. The pitch on the way to Rogers. Fastball just clips the outside black. 0-1. Rogers 1 for 2 on the day, a single back in the second frame. Mahler comes set at the belt, spins, throws to first base instead. Bidwell back safely. Bidwell doing a little bit of everything. Threw a runner out in the top of the 6th frame from behind the plate. A 2 RBI single as Bidwell is scampering at first and he trots back. He's looking to take off as well, make it a full trifecta. With 1 gone, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside is chopped, over towards the right. Reeser takes it, gloves, throws to first, in time, out 2. Bidwell reaches second base on a ground ball that really wasn't hit all too hard. Lineup turns around for Trevor T. T 0 for 2 on the day with a walk back in the first frame. Hitting .280 on the season. Just 3 for 17 against the Pippins this year. Mahler gets the sign, Bidwell at second. Sweets on top 4-2, bottom of the 6th. The first pitch on the way. Fastball just hits the lower outside corner. A well-placed pitch for strike number 1. Mahler gets the sign and comes set. In the motion from the stretch, the pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Trevor T trying to tee one up and score Bidwell from second. Sweets already plate 3 here in the bottom of the 6th on top 4-2. 2 outs, 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch on the way, fastball misses outside in the dirt. Bidwell moves maybe halfway between second and third before deciding to move back to second. Hanson does a good job to keep it somewhat in front of him. Two balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Mahler gets ready. Whips his right arm. The pitch, chopped, left side, over gloved. Naylor, the throw to first in time. Beats T by a half of a step, and it's out number 3. Well, the Swedes do plate 3. On top 4-2 now. 3 runs off 3 base hits, and Walla Walla doubling up the Pippins. We'll be back right after this. To the top of the 7th we go on the Walla Walla Suites Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Suites on top, 4-2 over the Pippins after a 3-run. Bottom of the 6th frame, a 2 RBI rather, single off the bat of Zayn Bidwell really widens the scoring margin. Just like that, the Suites in the driver's seats. Nakoa Moses Gamera still out there on the hill. As Neil Jansen steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. Let's take a quick trip around the West Coast League. A 105 first pitch between the Pickles and the Berries. Marion actually takes the better of Portland for 3 as the first pitch misses outside. 1-0 to Jansen. The Black Bears snap the Drifters' winning streak with a 4-3 win. The righty steal misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Prior to that, the Black Bears lost 9 straight. Finally gets back in the win column, a tight one over at Story Field. It's the 2-0 pitch from Moses Gamera, runs in at the chin. Some chin music for ball number 3. 3-0 here to Jansen with Varney and Naylor on the deck and in the hole. 7-8-9. Top of the 7th. Moses Gamera comes set. He needs a strike. The pitch. And he gets one right down the middle. 86. The Victoria Harbor Cats beat the Ridgefield Raptors by a small margin, 20-5. Not super small at all, actually. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, chasing the high heater. Count runs full 3-2. The Port Angeles Lefties lead the Bellingham Bells 3-2 in the bottom of the 10th inning. Extra baseball. The 3-2 pitch, a high fly ball. Slowly slicing right side in foul territory. Guile runs and he makes the play in the dirt for out number 1. So in steps Jack Barney, 0 for 2 in his first 2 batting attempts with the Suites, or with the Pippins rather, against the Suites here. We'll keep kicking around the WCL. The Apple Sox on top 5-2 over the Falcons as a fastball misses outside 1-0. The Bandelks trail the Corvallis Knights 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's a win-win scenario for the Suites. Any way you shake it, you need Corvallis and Bend to lose ball games. The 1-0. Inside-outside fly, left field foul. In the bottom of the 8th inning, a high-scoring affair between the Nanaimo Night Owls and the Edmonton Riverhawks. Night Owls on top, 12-10. Bottom of the 8th. And the Suites on top, 4-2 over the Pippins. In the top of the 7th, the 1-1, a swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes here to Varney. Moses Gamera looking for his first strikeout. The pitch. Off speed misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moses Gamera, 11 strikeouts on the hill. He's given up just 5 walks. The pitch. Just whistles away for ball 3. after having just 2 strikeouts in his previous 3 games against the Portland Pickles, had 6 Ks. The next pitch, fouled back. That was on June 25th. The Sweets won a tight one, 3-2. Moses Gamera originally started out as a starting pitcher for the Sweets, now is transitioning into the bullpen. 1 gone. The payoff pitch on the way. Another fly ball back behind the plate and out of play. Fireworks starting to blow out towards right field down the line. You'll start to see more and more of that in the nighttime sky as the sky continues to darken into a deeper shade of blue. With 1 out, the payoff pitch, a swing and a miss for strike 3. And there's the first strikeout for Nakoa Moses Gamera, and there's 2 gone as Langdon Naylor steps in. Naylor got the job done back in the 5th frame, scored Hansen from 3rd with a 2-out single. Came into the ball game hitting just .250 on the season. The first pitch from Moses Gamera misses outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Whistled back into the netting on a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sweets on top, 4-2. Top of the 7th inning. The 7th inning stretch, and God Bless America on the other side as the next pitch misses away. We'll have that for you guys right here on the Walla Walla Sweets digital network, so don't go anywhere between innings. You shouldn't go anywhere anyways. We got an entertaining ball game on our hands. Sweets on top by 2 runs. The next offering misses outside. Fireworks now below out toward left center field. A little show before the show. A fireworks show here at Walla Walla after the game as the 3-1 misses outside, ball 4. Langdon Naylor takes a walk. Up steps Dylan Anderson. Just the 2nd fireworks show for the Sweets here in Borleske Stadium this season. So with 2 gone, a runner on now. It's the first pitch, lined left side. T can't come up with it on the ground. He throws to first base, not in time. That was scorched off the bat. The second ball that kind of trips up T over at 3rd. So with 2 outs, there's now 2 on in a little 2-out rally. That'll go down as a single for Anderson. That was hit hard. Once again, it's the backhand that trips T up at 3rd. So Gage Reeser steps in, 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. 2 outs from the stretch. The pitch. Curveball hits the very bottom of the zone, 0-1. A great pitch from Nakoa Moses Gamera. Moses Gamera works with that 2-seam fastball, that changeup, and the slider. Went with the changeup there. 2 outs. The 0-1. On the ground over towards 3rd, this should do it. T sets his feet, throws a pitch up the line, and Kern gets back in time to touch first base. Just beats him by a 1/3 of a step. My goodness, that was a close call. Gage Reeser is saying that he made it to first. He's refusing to leave the bag, but that will do it. A conversation actually is going to be had between bases umpire Gabe Norbert and Matthew DeGree. So that would be the inning ending out. The bases would be juiced, and they're going to call him safe. So Nakoa Moses Gamera has to walk back out to the mound. Trevor T fielded in plenty of time and just threw it too far up the line. Tanner Kern does a nice job to make the catch. He then prances and tries to lean and touch first base. He does do it. Did he do it in time? I'm not so sure. It was a close call. And the call on the field was he's out, and I think that's what manager Colby Wadlo was talking to Matthew DeGree about. Look, you called it out. the first play you called was out. How, without a review, can you change it to safe? Fireworks down out towards the left center field. A little show before the show for you here on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. We got a show in our hands, though. The Sweets and the Pippins. Walla Walla on top 4-2. Hasn't been a lot of offensive fireworks. But manager Colby Wadlo, I guess, has enough as he somewhat shrugs his shoulders and walks back to the dugout. So the bases are loaded, a big spot. In steps Finley Spicer. Naylor at third. Anderson at second. Reeser at first base. The pitch to Spicer. Off speed, trips and hits the outer third. Oh, that was sweet. 0-1. Moses Gamera with his locks flowing out behind his baby blue hat. Comes set. The righties deal. Another off speed, this time on the inner third. 0-2. Moses Gamera a pitch away from his second strikeout of the frame. Trying to weasel out of the bases loaded jam. Fireworks rain in the sky out towards left field. Moses Gamera trying to make some fireworks of his own out from the mound. With 2 outs, the 0-2 pitch. Off speed misses outside. Spicer almost waves at it. He doesn't go. Bases are juiced, a big spot. Sweets trying to maintain a 2-run lead. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nakoa, Moses Gamera. A heater in the bottom third, leaves the bases juice as he wiggles and weasels out of the bases loaded jam, and the Sweets on top 4-2. We'll stay right here for the 7th inning stretch for God Bless America and Take Me Out to the ball game.
God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white as snow. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Forward.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
All right, number 4,
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Gunnar Geil steps in. The left-handed bat faces the righty's deal on the way. A big swing and a foul tip for 0-1. Seth Mahler still out there on the hill. The righty arm out of Lake Stevens, Washington. Gets the sign. He comes set at the belt. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom 7. The pitch on the way. Fastball scrapes the inner edge, 0-2. Sweets on top, 4-2. Keeps it that way after Nakoa Moses Camara with the bases loaded and 2 gone. His second strikeout of the inning. Throws it right by him, 90 miles an hour. The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. 3 pitches and Geil goes down swinging for his second strikeout of the day. In steps Dom Kadis. Kadis with a home run in today's ball game, 1 for 3. The pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. The only run for the Swedes outside of that 3-run frame in the 6th frame came back in the 3rd. 1 gone, 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, foul ball left side. Count runs even, 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Some fans starting to file out down the right field line. Fireworks show still coming right after the conclusion of this ball game. One of the busiest crowds here at Borleske this season. 1 gone. The 1-1 pitch. A tapper right back up the middle. Naylor gloves it on the run. A throw to first base in time. Dom Kadis was sprinting up the line. He almost beat it out. So there's 2 gone, and up steps Tanner Kern. A nice play by Naylor over at short as fireworks continue to blare out towards left. Tanner Kern swings his bat a few times around, singled and scored in the 6th. Led off the frames. The first pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-1. Kern struck out twice. His 2 at-bats before that. The 0-1 to Kern. A slider that was hanged over the plates, crushed right field, foul ball. 78 right over the center. He almost swung and belted that over the 338 marker out towards the right field line. Just can't keep it fair. So behind 0-2 is Tanner Kern. Mahler comes set. The pitch on the way. Outside, 1-2. Mahler at the belts. The pitch on the way. Fastball misses down in the dirt. Countyman's up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sweets on top, 4-2. A 3-run 6th frame propels the Sweets to the lead. Top of the 7th, Nakoa Moses Camara with the bases loaded comes up with a huge strikeout to get out of the jam. The 2-2 to Kern, a swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch in at the ankles gets Kern to swing right over it. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 7th frame. We roll on. Top of the 8th. Sweets on top 4-2 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Sweets doubling up the Pippins on top 4-2. We approach the top of the 8th inning and a new pitcher out there on the hill for the Sweets, Dylan Torres. The righty arm out of Sacramento State University stands at 6-1 out there on the hill. 2.57 ERA with the Sweets in 7 innings pitched. Has not given up more than 1 run in an inning this entire season. On the other side, Angulu steps in, 1 for 3 on the day. The first pitch, flied back, a foul ball into the screen, 0-1. Torres working with a high 80s fastball. You saw him go to it there, upstairs. With nobody out, the 0-1 on the way. Curveball misses low. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch on the way is tanked out towards shallow left center field. Rogers on the fly and he can't make the play. It falls just in front of his chutes. Angulu reaches first. Bittner over 3 on the day, reached on a fielder's choice and was caught stealing back in the 6th frame. A bullet from Zayn Bidwell behind the plate. Torres comes set, he takes a peek at first, now delivers home. A swing and a miss. 0-1. Here on a Friday night, July 4th, the Sweets trying to break a 4-game losing streak in West Coast League play. On the other hand, the Pippins riding a 7-game losing streak. Something's got to give. The 0-1. Fastball misses up and outside. Count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Torres circles the mound. Now digs his all-white shoes into the ground, gets the sign in, comes set. From the belt, the pitch on the way is chopped right side. It gets past Tanner Kern, coming up with the baseball. Gunnar Guile in right field. A throw over to third keeps everyone moving up just 90 feet. So Bittner comes through with his first knock of the day, and there's 2 on for Cole Hansen. Starting to get a little bit dicey. The go-ahead run now at home in Hansen. 0 for 1 on the day. A sacrifice fly to score a run back in the 6th frame. He walked back in the 3rd. Reached on an error and scored in the 5th. The pitch on the way. Shows bunt. Misses downstairs as he pulls away for ball number 1. 1-0. Torres has been so locked down for the Swedes all season long. Can he come through with 2 on and nobody out? The pitch shows bunt, pulls away, fastball misses up in and at the chin. 2-0. Manager Colby Wadlo senses what I'm sure many in the ballpark, including myself, feel as well. Starting to get away from Torres just a little bit. Already behind 2-0, a walk. Puts the bases loaded. Hansen, Jansen, and Varney. 6, 7, 8. The battle of the basin hangs in the balance. Walla Walla trails Yakima Valley 4-2 in the best of 9 series. First to 5 wins the belt. For the first time ever, the belt will go to a home. In the last 2 seasons, it was split evenly right down the middle, 3 games apiece. This year, they make it a 9-game series and say someone's got to win it. The Swedes have to sweep. So Dylan Torres gets the sign. Cole Hansen, the right-handed bat, twirls his wood around. With 2 on, shows bunt, pitch on the way, fastball hits the very basement of the strike zone. 2-1, that clocks in at 88 miles an hour. Here on a packed day in Borleske Stadium, Nicoa Moses Gamera got out of the jam in the 7th. Can Torres do the same with 2 on and nobody out? The 2-1 pitch shows bunt yet again. He gets it down right back up the middle. Torres spins, can't throw to second base. A toss to first in time, but the job is done from Cole Hansen. A sacrifice bunt that moves Bittner over to second and Gulu over to third, and there is 2 on in scoring position for Neil Jansen. Jansen laid down a sacrifice bunt of his own in the 5th frame. 0 for 2 other than that. With 1 out, a sacrifice fly does give a run to the Pippins, but the Swedes would still be on top 4-3, up by 2. A base hit could score 2s. The pitch hits the very lower outside corner. 0-1. 1 gone. Dylan Torres out of Sacramento State University, trying to dig deep here for the Swedes. On the 4th of July, the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Doesn't have a strikeout yet in this ball game. None would come at a bigger time than right now. Torres has already spotted 7 strikeouts on the season compared to just 1 walk. He's given up just 3 base hits coming into today's ball game. Gave up 2 already. Ahead 0-2, Torres comes set, kicks and deals. Off-speed misses in the dirt. Bidwell, a sure-handed catcher, slides to his right and makes the stop. So we'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Arms are warming up down the left field line. Corners are playing in for the Swedes. Middle infield, standard depth. The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Dylan Torres blows 88 right by Jansen, and there's 2 gone, and up steps Jack Varney. Varney 0 for 3 on the day. The left-handed bat has the righty-lefty matchup. Still searching for his first base hit in a Pippins jersey. The pitch on the way. Curveball slices and dices the outside black. 0-1. Torres looking as cool as a cucumber out there on the hill in this big spot. 2 outs. And Bidwell actually calls time and is going to run out and have a quick chat with Torres. maybe sees something that he can take advantage of in Varney's approach. That conversation ended rather quickly as he trots back behind the plate. And now there's a meeting out with first base coach and Varney. That's Anthony Alvarado. So 2 on in scoring position with 2 outs. Bittner and Angelou are going to be off on the crack of a bat. Torres ahead 0-1. The pitch misses downstairs. Bidwell keeps it in front of him. Man, has he been good behind the plate. Barely been any pitches that's gone past his grasp. Just does enough to keep it in front of him. Not afraid to put the body on the line. He lowered his chin down to about 6 inches above the dirt to make that stop. The 1-1 to Varney. Fastball crisscrosses the inside upstairs corner. That clocks in at 89 miles an hour. Torres a pitch away from back-to-back Ks, and most importantly, could end the inning with 2 on. Comes set from the stretch, the 1-2. Off speed misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A slider with almost 15 inches of horizontal break. Runs just a little bit too far off the plate. A nice pitch on 1 and 2. Varney doesn't bite. Runners on second and third. 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. A high fly ball out towards deep center field. Rogers ranges back and makes the play. Dylan Torres gets out of the jam with not allowing 1 run. 2 are left on after 2 base hits, and we roll on to the bottom of the 8th frame. Sweets looking for some add-on on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh here on the mic as the Sweets on top 4-2 over the Pippins here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Seth Mahler still out there on the hill. He delivers the first pitch to Landon Young. It's tapped, third base side, foul, 0-1. Young 1 for 2 on the day and scored with a double back in the 6th frame. He walked back in the 1st. Mahler's righty deal hits the outside black, 0-2. In 2 straight innings, Sweets pitchers weasel out of jams. The bases loaded in the 6th frame. Nakoa Moses Gamera spins the strikeout, and then with runners on second and third and 1 out, Dylan Torres gets out of the jam. The 0-2 pitch, laced on the ground over towards second base. Reeser stops it at his knees, gets up, throws it in time as Angelou squeezes it at his head at first for out number 1. 100 miles an hour off the bat. And Landon Young is retired. It brings up Troy Sanders. Quick side note, it is baffling that Landon Young is without a home run this season. I mean, he consistently hits triple digit exit velo speeds. Just doesn't have enough loft right now to get it out of the ballpark. Troy Sanders steps in. 3 strikeouts on the day. 0 for 3. The pitch. He shows bunt, gets it down the third base side. It is absolutely beautiful. Comes up with the ball, throws to first, not in time. Mahler might as well have just put that ball in his pocket. He was never beating Sanders. A cheeky single off the bunt, and he reaches his first base hit of the day. Up steps Billy Scaldefari. That was gorgeous. Mahler comes set with 1 gone. The pitch, fastball, misses upstairs. Scaldefari out of Grand Canyon University. Just like his running mate over at first base, Troy Sanders. He takes the lead. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball dances and drips into the upstairs inside corner. A ball and a strike. With the Lopes, Scaldefari, .333 batting average and just under 70 at-bats. He had 3 home runs with the Lopes. Already has a couple with the Sweets. On 1-1, fastball runs well inside. Scaldefari has to backtrack. 2 balls and 1 strike. Scaldefari, originally out of Las Vegas, Nevada, but he's a Phillies sports fan. Phillies, Eagles, 76ers is the next pitch. A swing and a foul tip into the glove of Hansen, 2-2. I always wonder how that comes to be, as the fireworks continue to rain down here at Borleske. The show before the show. Right field line fireworks. Left center fireworks. Straight away, you guessed it, more fire in the sky. Throw goes to first, back safely Sanders. 1 gone, Sweets on top, 4-2. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Pippins are going to have one more chance to level or take the lead in the top of the 9th. The Sweets try and just end it right here. 1 out. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A high fastball. So there's 2 gone. Sanders the lead at first. In steps Zayn Bidwell. The big RBI, and the next pitch is scraped right side, right into the glove of Angulo. And it's out number 3. So Bidwell hits it hard, does not get rewarded for it, and we reach the top of the 9th inning. Sweets trying to hold on to a 2-run lead. On top 4-2. We'll be back right after this. 1 left on the Walla Walla Sweets radio and digital network.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. We move to the top of the 9th inning. Sweets trying to hang on top 4-2 over the Pippins. Out there on the hill, Dylan Torres as a first pitch off-speed pitch. Misses outside 1-0. Here to Lincoln Naylor, the 9-hole hitter. Lineup turns around right after, and that would get scary. The 1-0 fastball hits the outside third. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sweets on the precipice of victory, trying to break a 4-game losing streak here in West Coast League play. The 1-1. Slider misses away, 2 balls and 1 strike. In both the 7th and the 8th inning, we saw the Pippins come mighty close to putting home what would have been the tying run. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 7th. Nakoa Moses Gamera gets out of it as the 2-1. A fastball scrapes the outside edge, 2-2. And then in the 8th inning, 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Dylan Torres gets out of the jam. Trying to not even put himself in this position this time around. The 2-2 devoured by the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On July 4th, fireworks right after the conclusion of the ball game. Sweets trying to get their fans a victory. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive, right field. It hangs up in the air just a little bit too long as Giles squeezes his glove in straightaway right and makes the play for out number 1. And Dylan Anderson, the leadoff bat, steps in.
Now batting, your right fielder number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Anderson 0 for 2 with 2 walks. The pitch. Fastball misses up and away, 1-0. Anderson hitting 9 for 23 against the Sweets this season. Just under 500 on the year against Walla Walla. Hitting 270 on the season. The 1-0. Tapped. Foul left side. Looked like it rammed off his own foot. So the count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. A great crowd here in Borleske Stadium watching and cheering on Dylan Torres. The 1-1 curveball misses away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Torres leans in, gets the sign from Bidwell. He's working quickly. The pitch on the way to Anderson, a swing and a miss. Got him chasing a fastball outside third. Count evens up 2-2. Torres searching for his 2nd strikeout. Sweets on top 4-2 in the top of the 9th inning. 1 out, the pitch. Off speed misses low and away. For the Sweets, it was a big 3-run 6th frame that's propelled them to what now would be a 4-2 final scoreline if everything stays the same. With 1 out, the payoff pitch, an inside-outside blooper left side. It just gets past the outstretched glove of Troy Sanders. Scoots into left field. Scaldaferri throws it in. And there's 1 on with 1 gone. And up steps Gage Reeser. Desperately, the Sweets trying to hold on and break the losing streak. Dylan Torres, the man for the job. Just north of a 2-point ERA. The pitch to Reeser. Foul ball back into the screen. Gage Reeser hitting just .235 on the season. Without a home run on the year, a homer would tie up this ball game. 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. Off speed, drips and hits the inner third. 0-2. Middle infield playing at double play depth for the Sweets. And Landon Young and Troy Sanders. Double play ball would end it. 1 out. Torres set at the belt. Kicks and deals. In at the hands. It almost hits him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sky is a deep shade of black as fireworks continue to rain all over the field in left, center, and right. 1 out, the 1-2. Fastball misses upstairs, 89 miles an hour. Some juice, just a little bit high. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fireworks show immediately precedes the end of the contest as the Sweets on top, 4-2 over the Pippins. Torres, set, the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Pippins are down to their final outs. Pinch hitter Jared Stevenson steps in. Out of Seattle University, the incoming senior right-handed bat. Faces the first pitch. Flied right side, foul. Stevenson hitting just a $167 on the season. Without a home run, without an extra base hit on the year. Angulo on deck. Anderson at first, 2 outs. Top 9, the 0-1 pitch, fly ball right field. This slowly goes foul and it's out of play and into the bleachers. No balls and 2 strikes, and the Pippins are down to their final strike. Sweets leading 4-2 here in the top of the 9th. Crowd starting to stand up here in Walla Walla on July 4th. Fireworks paint the sky in the outfield. 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped over towards the third base side. It goes foul to the left of the chalk, and we'll do it again. Stevenson taps his all-black barrel on the plate and gets ready. 2 outs, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball whistles high, a ball and 2 strikes. Stevenson just hanging around. On deck, Angulo. He's gone a couple of base hits in his last 2 tries. Sweets on top, 4-2, 2 outs. The stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Fireworks in the sky, fireworks on the field, and it's a 4th of July victory for the Sweets. How sweet it is! Walla Walla wins 4-2 over Yakima Valley. The 4-game losing streak comes to an end for the Sweets. On the other side, the Pippins now have lost 8 straight games. It turns into the longest losing streak in the West Coast League after the Cowlitz Black Bears wins today. And the Sweets back in the win column. And the Battle of the Basin is still alive. The Sweets need to win their next 2 games, but it definitely still hangs in the balance. Holy smokes, what a ball game. A 3-run 6th inning for the Sweets propels them to the victory. And Walla Walla hangs on in the 7th and 8th innings despite having runners in scoring position in both frames. Nicola Moses Gamera and more recently Dylan Torres gets the job done. And fireworks immediately precede today's ball game. Like I said, there's already a show all around us here in Walla Walla just from the surrounding areas. But the lights will turn off and we'll get a show of our own. Sweets win 4-2. They take the opening game. Tomorrow's first pitch scheduled for 6:35. Today was a 7:05 first pitch. So 6:35 first pitch tomorrow. The Sweets try to take the series and keep the Battle of the Basin alive. But for right now, I'm Drew Albaugh saying so long and good night as the Sweets beat the Pippins 4-2. But enjoy some fireworks courtesy of the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network. And good night.
We'd like to thank our visiting neighbors over at the St. Oaks Catholic High School for allowing the pyrotechnic team over there to film the show tonight. Also, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Columbia Racing Hearing, for sponsoring this evening tonight. Also, we're going to put the lights off to make it real dark. You can come down off the bleachers and put the lights go out. You're more than welcome to. We'll give you just a couple of moments to do that. And we'll do a countdown. We will fire off. We'll give you one heck of a 4th of July fireworks show. Nothing more Americana than baseball on the 4th of July, right? Heck yeah.
The whole crew is coming, by the way.
I think we're about to show the neighborhood who's boss here tonight. All right, Walla Walla, you guys ready? No. I want you guys to be ready to take care of this already. Walla